Hey Rachel, how are you?
Good, and yourself?
Good, thanks.
Good.
So how have you been doing these past few weeks? I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. We're settling pretty well into our new apartment. With it being so close to work, it seems to be working out pretty well. So
Good. Have you been enjoying your new apartment?
I have, yep.
Okay. Good. I know you were also worried about safety there, and we talked about that. Has it felt safe there the past
It
few
has.
weeks? Good. All right, that's awesome. And has Emerson been fitting in well there too?
She really seems to enjoy it.
Oh, good. That's good. Have you met any family or neighbors, anything yet there while you've been there?
We made a few cookies and got to bring them and introduce ourselves, but again, it's only been a few weeks, so it's not extensively getting to know them yet. But we're getting there. They seem very friendly and kind. So
good. And I did want to talk about that a little bit more today because it's going to be one of our last meetings. And so I wanted to just talk about the progress that we've made. And there's been so much progress with your housing and just with your job and everything. I wanted to process that more. And so I wanted to start talking about your just your education and your job and how you feel that has been, and if you're feeling comfortable, and what progress you feel like you've made.
It hasn't been terribly long that we've kind of been going through this process, and it's pretty busy trying to start school and doing work full time, but it's been good. I really feel like Emerson has been a big motivation for me to get to this supporting myself and her part. It seems to be going pretty well. It's taken a lot, very tiring, but worth it.
Good, yeah. I hear you talk about a lot how Emerson has been one of the individuals who have just been pushing you, which I think is so great, and I've noticed that just being a mom really pushes you, and you're a really hard worker, and I really respect that. How has your schooling been going with your classes? And I know you started that about 2 months ago, so I wanted to find out how are those classes.
Yeah, it's been going pretty well. I came in at a weird time. They kind of already started, but not too far that I couldn't join. The students have been very helpful to me, kind of helping me catch up along with the teachers.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, pretty great. I have one professor. His name's Kurt. He's a little strange, but he seems to be helping me get along. And,
good.
Yeah, very energetic. Professor Ling, love her to death.
Aw, that's awesome.
And then, of course, you have to balance that out with Mary, who's very logical and to the point, helping you see it from different perspectives. So it's been interesting, but very helpful.
Yeah, that's great that you have professors that you really love and can connect with. That's awesome. And that's great to hear that you're doing well. I know it's really busy for you. How have you been with time management? I know you have so much going on.
The first few weeks were really rough because it's a matter of balancing who and what takes priority. Obviously Emerson every time, but then when it comes to work and sleep and school, how do you balance that? And I'm starting to catch on to asking for some time off here and there, or coming in a little bit later so I can take care of Emerson and spend that time with her. And my employers have been very gracious with that, and that hasn't affected my full-time hours.
Okay.
So it's been pretty good.
And I know with time management, you're talking about Emerson and other family relationships. How has your family relationships been? I know you had counseling and you did have contact with your mom. How's that been going for you?
So it's still a little rough with my family, but my sister was kind of helpful in mediating that tension a little bit. Emerson and my sister paid for Emerson and I to come see them for my mom's 60th birthday, and they were very welcoming. I think there was one time that we kind of went at it, but definitely improving. Can definitely see that continuing to get better.
That's awesome. And before we did talk about just some strengths that I have seen in you, I know we've talked about just how much of a hard worker you are with your education and your classes and taking care of Emerson. But I want to know, what are 3 strengths, 2 or 3 strengths that you feel like you've seen in yourself these past few months? If you want to write them down, you can write them down. If you already are thinking of them, you can do that as well. But what are 3 strengths that you've seen?
I don't know if this is something that I was before, but I've definitely been very motivated.
Good.
Lately. I feel like I have a purpose to accomplish, and I'm feeling motivated to get there. I like to think of myself as a hard worker, but obviously I'm not every day, because sometimes I'm so tired I don't feel like it. But I've definitely seen my work ethic improve over the last few months, especially.
Great. That's an awesome strength, and I noticed so much that you're a motivated worker. And speaking of strengths, I don't know if you remember this plan that we made, this treatment plan in the beginning. Yeah, we've been working through it. You've been doing an awesome job with all of that. And I wanted you to see where we had marked a need over a strength. And so I know we had like income and your housing, education, transportation, medical, and the family relationships were all marked as a need. And I just wanted to discuss if you feel like these things are still a need or a strength. Would you say now that your income with your job and getting benefits, would you say that is a need or a strength now?
It's definitely moved towards the strength direction.
Okay.
Obviously, it's not somewhere I'm going to be my whole life, because having a kid I need a little bit more money, but it's definitely providing at the moment. So I would definitely say a strength.
That's awesome. That's great. That's a strength. And for your housing and living, would you say that's a need or a strength now?
Strength.
Strength. That's great. And with the education and being in classes,
definitely moving towards a strength.
And then are you buying a new car? Is that what your goal was?
I've been saving. It's going to take a little while longer, but that is my goal.
Would you say that is a need or a strength right now?
It's not really either. I mean, I'm able to get to work through the bus and stuff when I have those days when my car breaks down.
Right.
So it's kind of in between. I don't need it right now, but I don't have it right now. So.
Right. And that's awesome that you're saving. And I know the Tabor classes you're talking about after that. That's great. And then your family relationships. How do you feel like that has changed?
It's definitely improved with, feeling welcome to go to the birthday party and everything, and coming back. I definitely feel like it's improving.
And that's really great to hear, and exciting to hear all the changes that have been going on just these few short months. I just wanted to just go over those with you and make sure that there was make sure that was like all we wanted to work on. Was there any other thing that you wanted to bring up or talk about?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I think that we've made so much progress here these past few months. It's been really exciting watching you grow and watching Emerson grow, and just watching you find an apartment and get a job. And I'm wanting to talk to my supervisor now about just a termination plan.
Okay.
Because I feel like you are able to live an independent life. You have so many strengths, motivation, hard worker, and I think that you'll do really well. And I'm excited for you and for your future. So I'm going to talk to my supervisor about that, and then move towards termination. So our next meeting will most likely be about that.
Okay.
And if you wanted to just sign here about the progress that you've made and the plans that we made.
Sure.
And so are you just going to then continue your classes and that's awesome. And you're still working towards social work then? All right, well, I'm excited to see how that goes for you.
Thank you.
And just for your future. And I'll follow up with you about the next meeting for termination. It'll be a few weeks from now as well. And then we'll talk more about that. All right?
Okay. Well, good to see you.